Hey guys, it's Scott from fxmissions.com. Just a note, I've finished the trilogy of Anthologies from the Forefront, and all 3 books are currently available on Amazon.
Take your leadership to the next level. It's time for the Foundational Missions Leadership Moment with Scott McClelland of FX Missions.
Hey, Scott here. Thanks for joining us on the Leadership Moment. Just wanted to get some news out to you with the help of a friend who's a designer. We have a brand new FX Missions Brotherhood shirt, and we really like it. What we're doing with this shirt is we're helping to raise funds for our friend Mishael, a brother from Kenya, to come to the States and to Mexico on a visit. We've been to see him several times and, interacted with his ministry and basically just been friends and co-workers for quite a while. We had the idea a couple years back to get him over to the States, and so we're using this new Brotherhood shirt to help raise funds for that. If you'd like to see the Brotherhood shirt, you can go to fxmissions.com, and on the right-hand side, you see Brotherhood shirt offer. You can click there for more information. We're accepting donations, and there's a button there you can click on. The shirt will be drop shipped to any U.S. address, so no problem if you don't live close to somewhere else. We're asking for a suggested donation of $25 to $30, and about 5 of that goes for shipping. So go check us out, fxmissions.com, and click on the Brotherhood shirt offer. And yeah, thanks for any help you can give us. Just want to take a few minutes here and kind of update you on some things that are going on the Foundational Missions, also known as FX Missions front. We are traveling. We are sending teams and taking teams to foreign contexts. You probably know, or observe, there's a lot of people in missions who are doing just that. Our angle on that, if you will, is based on relationships. We are trying diligently to build and keep relationships in mind. So we try not to go everywhere in the world that we get an invitation. One of the things that we do at FX Missions is we try to not go somewhere that we aren't committed to continuing to go. This is really a downside on the short-term mission side that I've observed, is that people will take a short-term mission trip. They get seriously impacted. They think about the people, the interactions they've had, the great experience they've had, and they never go back. And that to me can be improved. I think we need to be diligent and intentional about improving short-term missions by doing those things around the context of relationship, not just about, having an experience. We're young. We want to have experiences. We want to do things. We want to change the world. Yes, we do. But let's keep in mind that other people are on the receiving end, and they want to expect more from us than just being a valued part of one experience that we never repeat. So relationships, we're working hard to try to come back and see again those we've encountered, those we built relationships with. That'll take us to Asia. It's going to take us to Africa. It's going to take us to Latin America. And we could appreciate very much your prayers. If you'd think about us, pray for us. If you're hearing this right now and you want to say a prayer right now, we could use it, because obviously we want to be led by God, and we want to have fruit that evidences what we claim as our leadership. So yeah, I really appreciate that. Want to also mention to you, coming up in the FX Missions Leadership Podcast, we're going to pull in some favorites from the archives. I'm trying to pick a few more there that I want to give another rotation to, something from material, maybe that we've done in the previous months, and I guess it's been over a year now, more maybe getting close to 2 years since we've been doing this. So we want to give you a chance to hear again something that was meaningful or impactful. Often with the podcast format, it's a feed, one and done, and you never get to reflect on that again. With the format, it's kind of weak in that way. So we want to pull some stuff back in that might be a help to you. If something comes to mind that you really enjoyed on the FX Missions Leadership Podcast, the Leadership Moment, as it's called, let us hear from you. If you have listened to a podcast and you think it'd be valuable for people who may not have heard it, please feel free to reach out to us. info@fxmissions.com. My email, scott@fxmissions.com. Let us know what you think people could benefit from, and that would be a real blessing. A quick additional announcement from theforefront.com is coming. It's a new podcast from Foundational Missions. It'll be a 40-minute, once-a-month format where we go deeper with some of these missionaries that we've interviewed, some of these folks that we've had on the Leadership Moment that we want to do a little bit deeper dive with and give you a chance to know them more and maybe get involved in their ministry. These are people who are doing things and, who need help, who need prayer, who need support, who need involvement, who need you on the field. Yeah, so check that out from theforefront.com. Coming in the next few months from Foundational Missions Podcast. Once again, thanks for listening. Please let us hear from you. If there's anything we can do to bless or serve you, it is and would be our great privilege to do so. I'm Scott McClelland, and until next time, have a good one.
This Leadership Moment was produced in partnership with Engaging Missions. Have your leadership question answered by contacting Scott at fxmissions.com. Visit FX Missions to learn more about how you can grow your leadership and engage in missions. Visit engagingmissions.com for encouragement, insight, and resources from missionaries, ministry leaders, and church planters.